In 1949, Western Electric launched their 500 type, and European manufacturers were similarly keen to develop successors to designs that were nearing 20 years of age. Ericsson had, with Televerket, the Swedish Telephone Administration, produced the DBH 1001 in 1947, and it was to this that the British firm Ericsson Telephone Limited turned for inspiration. The British Ericsson 1000 type was introduced in 1953. 3 years later, the General Electric Company of England began manufacturing their 1000 type. The case was the same shape, but the handset and the circuitry were improved. Another addition was these carry grips, which also served as vents to reduce condensation in tropical climates. Despite the initial hopes of its promoters, the British Post Office took no interest in the 1000 type as a successor to their 332. Although never adopted by the GPO, the 1000 type was popular with PAX users and was an export success. Ultimately, however, features developed for the 1000 found their way some years later into the 332's eventual successor, the 706. Features such as the gravity switch, capacitors, terminals, and induction and ASTIC coil being mounted on the base, avoiding the separate chassis of the 332. Perhaps the most significant development first used on the 1000 was its handset. Initially, Ericsson had simply used the then ubiquitous GPO 164 handset for their 1000, before developing a new lighter handset with a more modern appearance. The Ericsson design, however, was not as innovative as GEC's. First used on the 1000 type, it became GPO handset number 1, the Bakelite ancestor of the ubiquitous handset number 3, used with almost all variants of the GPO 700 type telephone from 1959 until the end of production in the early 1980s. The greatest advance of GEC's new handset was the rocking armature receiver, GPO number 4T. It was so efficient that the 706 had a regulator to quieten it on short lines, and so light that the 1000's handset was fitted with a weight to ensure the gravity switch operated correctly. Colored 1000 types were supplied with black handsets. Only the telephone service of the Channel Island of Guernsey had telephones with matching colored handsets. And finally, here is the P-Star and the usual demonstration.